Late Show already in progress. Ladies and gentlemen, my guest tonight is an Academy Award-winning actor who has been in some of your favorite movies. He now stars in the new film Renfield. Please welcome to The Late Show, Nicolas Cage. Yes, sir.
Well, first of all, it's remarkable to me that this is the first time we're meeting.
I know. I've looked forward to this for a long time. Very excited to find out you were coming on.
And second, it's been over 10 years since I've been in the Ed Sullivan Theater with David Letterman. I see you've done some amazing things to this place.
Couple coats of paint.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's absolutely beautiful, yeah.
Well, as I said, it is very exciting to have you, Nicolas Cage. I'm a Nicolas Cage fan, and there you are, Nicolas Cage, right there.
It's just me. It's just me.
But if you want that Nicolas Cage feeling, you can't do better than Nicolas Cage.
Oh, well, thank you.
You've been in so many movies. Everyone's got their favorites. Obviously, I'm a National Treasure fan. A Raising Arizona fan, Leaving Las Vegas, Valley Girl.
Oh, yeah. I was 17.
17 years old, and my high school girlfriend had a crush on you, and I still am a little mad at you about that.
Oh, no.
What are Nick Cage's top 5 Nick Cage films?
Ooh,
let's lay it down.
Okay, I'm going to start with Pig. That's my favorite movie I've ever made.
That's fairly recent.
Okay, I love Mandy, the movie that Panis directed. I love Bringing Out the Dead, Martin Scorsese directed. So I loved Bad Lieutenant, Werner Herzog. I loved a movie called Joe that David Gordon Green directed.
All right, there you go. There you go. I go Face Off, but that's
I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
I love Face Off.
Yeah, that looked like it was a lot of fun to make while you were making it.
Yeah, you know what was interesting about Face Off, and I could have mentioned Vampire's Kiss, because Vampire's Kiss was a little movie I made where I was able to explore my more abstract dreams with film performance. I was sadly playing a character who was losing his mind, but he was beginning to think that he was the vampire from the original Nosferatu movie. And when you're playing a character who's losing his mind, he can believe he's Nosferatu. So I got to act like a German expressionistic silent movie star. And that was cool, like these facial expressions and whatnot. But Face Off was a big movie, a big studio movie that I made at Paramount. And I was able to use what I learned from this little Vampire's Kiss movie and put it in this giant movie, and it worked. And I was like, people really dig this. So I was very happy with those results.
You've made headlines sometime, I think it might have been during COVID, a couple years ago. You said you prefer the word thespian to the word actor.
Right.
And I'm curious why being pretentious is appealing to you.
Okay.
That's why I say Colbert instead of Colbert.
Right, no, that's a great thing you brought that up.
Yeah.
Now listen, what I was saying was, of course you can call me an actor. And by the way, I never said don't call me an actor, call me a thespian. That's what Clickbait Universe were doing, put out there, and somehow it got picked up by CNN. I'm not sure how it got picked up by CNN. I'm sure they have more important things to report on. Well, what I was saying was that I see acting as storytelling. And what it is trying to get to the truth of a character. And the first actor in Europe was someone called Thespis. And what happened there in Greece was that he broke free from the chorus and started narrating and started telling a story truthfully. So to me, acting is trying to find the truth of a story. Now, what's interesting, literally the word actor in Greek means hypocrite. Well, I don't want to be thought of as a hypocrite. I'm sorry if that sounds pretentious.
Well, let's talk about your next movie, which is extremely enjoyable. Yeah. The new movie is called Renfield. It stars you, Nicholas Hoult, Awkwafina, and Ben Schwartz.
Great.
It's funny. It's horrifying. You're Dracula.
Yes.
What's the premise?
Well, the premise is it's a unique one, and it's a very good one, I think, and very relevant, very current. And Nick Holt plays Renfield, and this is his movie. He is starring as Renfield. And he's so witty and so charming.
For those who don't remember from the original story, Renfield is sort of
well, he was played by Dwight Frye beautifully in the original Bela Lugosi movie from Universal Studios, Dracula.
He's like a manservant to Dracula.
Correct. But in this movie, Renfield is the star, and he's trying to escape from a toxic relationship, a codependent relationship. He's trying to free himself from that, and Dracula won't let him. And
who's a narcissist?
he's a sociopathic, king of bait and switch tactics, narcissist. I'm sure they had a lot of fun together, maybe 200 years ago on the road as rogues,
right? Yeah.
You know, and having
but the
big
spark
laughs.
Is gone.
But now the relationship has turned sour, and Renfield wants out. And he realizes the error of his ways, and I don't want to let him out. Because to me, Dracula, for my view, the reason why Dracula is so compelling as a character is even though he's a supernatural character, he's really still about the human experience. This addiction to blood, well, you can supplant that with alcohol or heroin or sex, and that's a very human issue. Or this curse that he has of eternal life. Well, what does that really mean? That means he's going to be getting his heart broken over and over again forever. So he's very pained by that. So in this clip you'll see later when Renfield wants to leave, it's a betrayal to Dracula, and he's very hurt by it.
Because Renfield goes into group therapy.
He goes into a codependent group therapy.
He does.
It's actually, I mean, but that was the tricky balance because it's actually not a funny subject matter. It's a serious subject matter, so we had to find a way to play it and give it pathos and genuine regard for this serious situation, and then tap dance around it to find where we could mine the humor, if you will.
The humor and the multiple decapitations, because
yes, there's a lot of that.
It's a horror movie too. Let's not forget that.
Indeed, and one of my favorite tones in filmmaking is this blend. You wouldn't think that horror and comedy go so beautifully together, but if you think about American Werewolf in London, delicious. I was in the cinema watching, and I was like, wow, I'm laughing, and now I'm really scared. It just slaps you around. I'm like, wow, this is great filmmaking. And that's the bullseye we were trying to hit with Renfield.
Well, here's one of the bullseyes right here, Jim.
Would you like to introduce yourself to the group?
I'm the Prince of Alasia. Some call me the Dark One. Others, the Lord of Death. However, to most, I am known simply as
Renfield's boss.
I am Dracula.
Okay, obviously we're dealing with a little bit more than just narcissism here.
We have to take a quick break, but do not go anywhere because we will be right back with more Nicolas Cage, everybody. Stick around.